Ralph, Mason, you know, whatever.
10 seconds.
We're in the game. So basically, the first things that I'm doing here are I'm gonna buy
Everybody
the chicken, wards. This is I'm 5 position, so this is up to me. Um, I'm gonna give a sentry to my offlaner. I opt to my offlaner. I should have gave it a long time ago, but something actually happened where I got delayed in my thought process, so he's kind of waiting here. But ideally, I buy the wards. I give it to my offlaner right away, so he can go put his ward. But this is just what happened in some particular game. So I think what happened was that I was gonna give him the ward, and then I just forgot. we were having a conversation in FPL chat, but anyway, let's move on. So I'm thinking about if I want sentries. Yes, I do. It's first a brood, and I pull my mid, do tangos, whatever. I'm walking to lane. This is maybe a little bit of a different situation because the brood
30
is
seconds to go.
a really powerful offlaner, but like it's kind of similar situation to if you're not zoning properly, the offlaner gets a lot. It's kind of what brood forces every game, so
And here we
might be
go.
helpful. Anyway,
Gold
Money
from
to
my
burn.
chest.
so I noticed I didn't give him a ward, so I just warded one rune, and the other one I'm kind of just keeping. As far as zoning the lane goes, I'm basically talking to my teammates right now. I'm like, hey Mason, I'm gonna stay in the lane as long as I can to zone him, like probably till he's 4 or 5, I guess, because that's when he really starts to overpower me. So I'm gonna help him zone the lane right now. Make sure that he can free farm, make sure he can get levels, make sure the enemy's not getting XP.
New game hosted.
I told my Earthshaker to go pull so we can pull the wave back, which is what you're supposed to do when the wave gets pushed up. Because if the wave would be here forever, then there's no point for me to zone, because then the offlaner is going to get a lot of XP. So we pull back the wave. That's my #1 priority. If for some reason we didn't have 2 supports, I would go pull myself if the wave was here, you know. That is my thought process. Anyway. So moving on.
That should help.
I already have a zoning video. I'm not going to talk about it really. So we leave the lane at some point, I think. We leave it when Kunkka hits 5. Yeah, I'm like, okay, Brood's too strong. I'm going to go create space on other lanes now because I've done as much zoning as I can do, and this is specific to Brood. So you should ideally stay zoning as long as possible. That's how it should be. If you can... I identified a timing when I couldn't zone anymore, so that was what happened for me. So I'm trying to make a play to the best of my ability here. I figured mid might be good. We turn the gank on them. That's really good. Because
That wasn't too
I can't do anything bottom anymore at this point, where Brood is level 4. Because his Spiderlings are just going to overpower me, and I'm going to leech too much XP from my Kunkka. I'm like, now I'm going to focus on moving around the map. I'm saying, Mason, I'm going to give you sentries for your lane so you can lane versus Brood, but unfortunately it doesn't really work out that way. Let's fast forward. So basically me and Earthshaker are like,
Dyer's mid
we're done with
tower
bottom.
needs
There's
a
nothing we
little
can do
help.
anymore. We would be there if we could, but we can't.
Dyer's
So
mid tower's
we're moving
having
around the map.
technical difficulties.
I'm buying all the wards, everything. Typically, people like to put mid ward, so
Radiant's bottom tower.
with your second set of wards,
as
as a general rule, if you want to put a mid ward, it helps because at nighttime, it's really easy for the carry to get ganked, and like, this is a mistake I made. I came bottom trying to give him sentries, but Bobo was already there, so I died. But anyway, if you put a mid ward, it really helps your mid feel a lot more safe. It's really helpful for him. And then the other one, you can put it wherever you want, where you feel like you want it.
Cooking.
So then, Abaddon dies. Why I TP top? Because #1, I can't do anything bottom. I'm not feeling especially lucky that I'm going to gank mid, and Abaddon dies, so I'm going to take the space. It's important that you always take space as a support. You should never try to get under leveled or not take space just because you're like, oh well, I'm a support. I'm not going to take a lane. I'm not going to take creeps. You should always take it. So here I'm kind of like, I put this ward here so I can like lane. I can lane myself without feeding. I don't want to be feeding support, so I'm doing there. And I take the space. I'm like, yes, level 5 is huge for me. Level 6 is huge for me. I really want to abuse this right now, and I'm happy doing this. And I'm not gonna pressure myself to gank them. It's not my responsibility to gank 24/7 to hit them. It's my responsibility to get spell steal so I can team fight. It's my responsibility to get wards with the gold that I'm earning. It's my responsibility to buy items that help me team fight, like soul ring, like magic stick, TP, you know, all these things. It's my responsibility to do these things. I don't need to gank. Gank doesn't matter. The game is won with objectives. Okay.
No breaking
So I'm taking
through
this.
the Dire's structures for now.
If Abaddon came, I might have left or I might have stayed
Dire's mid towers having
to help them lane.
difficulties.
But if I felt that it was useless and I was wasting my time, then I would rotate somewhere else. Okay. But since Abaddon's not coming to my lane, I'm taking it. And then here
the Dire best do something.
they make a
about that
rotation for the
bottom
tower with the Enigma. He holds me. I say Space Creator. That's Enigma.
That's 4 in a row.
I time his hole. I put it in chat. I'm like, okay, they have no black hole. That means he won't smoke on you for the next like 3 or 4 minutes. I make sure everybody knows
Dire's
that.
mid-tower won't last much
Now I'm
longer.
resetting. I bought some items. I put them on the chicken. I got my stick for the fight. It's crucial on support. It's about the wards, and I bought a smoke
Seems
in
the
case,
Dire's mid-tower's
because there's always
been
plays that can be
disowned.
made, and I want to be ready for them. So anyway, coming back top because that's the place to be. I'm not looking for overly aggressive for mid. I can't do anything for bottom unless I gank it. What is these weird sounds? The hell?
Going from
I'm gonna leave TeamSpeak. I don't know if that's it. Anyway, okay, it's gone. Well, whatever. I mean, sure. Great. Okay, so on 5, I say, let's smoke top. Lena, let's get a pick here with my smoke. Unfortunately, it goes pretty weird because
Radiant's
Earthshaker
mid-tower's
reveals.
coming
We were
apart.
gonna walk around the side, but we couldn't get this kill properly, so I'm like, okay, you know, fuck it. I'm just gonna dive. I came here for a reason. I'm gonna get this kill. I know this is a high kill potential for me and my Lena. I'm fine trading.
5 in a row.
Like, I'm like, okay, Enigma level 8. I get my 6. My Lena gets a kill. I don't care if Gyro gets a kill. It's whatever. I mean, that these things happen naturally. That should have been a clean kill, but it's whatever. So now I'm just upgrading my stick. It feels like this is gonna be the type of game where I can benefit from stats, the HP, the mana. It's gonna help me. It's gonna pay dividends pretty much this game. And I almost always get it. And then I pick up a clarity just in case I don't want to go back to base, because you know when you're playing support sometimes you blow your mana. You're like, damn, I have no mana now. What am I gonna do? Well, having clarity or
Radiant's
bringing
top
yourself out of
tower's
clarity
in
is pretty
bad
good.
shape.
Alright. So now we're coming bottom. I'm like, I want to
Radiant's
make
top
sure that
tower
this is
is
safe
taking
for my
hits.
Kunkka, but
Radiant's
it's
toughened
so
up
risky
their
to go up there, so
structures.
we're like thinking of another thing.
The Radiant
I
got
say I
one
want to
less
smoke us
top
because there's no other place to be made, and I don't want to be sitting around my tower because they're not even pushing. Let's see if we can go for a kill. We say, yeah, let's go for a team fight. But the thing is that my
Radiant's
two mid
bottom
players
tower
went for
has
mid.
seen
We had
better
lack of
days.
communication, so we just take this fight here, kind of not really so good. I was like, mid, why do you guys not come with me? I told you come top, but it's whatever. They got co-op. It worked for them, but it's like, again, a real team would have been together. We tried taking this extended fight. I'm
Radiant's
sure it actually
bottom
happened.
tower's seen better days.
Pretty much,
7 in
I
a
finger
row.
steal the hole,
2 down.
get the value out of it, get the black hole. That's good for us. Just use the finger to put out the damage before I steal the spell. Now I got my wards. I'm gonna farm out as long as I have space to do so. I TP mid because they might go on him. Then because I'm mid and I have black hole, I'm saying, hey, I might be able to make a play on bottom. Do we have detection? Do we have detection? People were like, no, I don't have detection. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna ward it for the brood. Let's see, I'm walking down bottom. I have full. I'm like, you know, if he goes on you, I'm ready to turn it. I'm just gonna protect you. It's saying Lion must have warded there. He walked up. I saw him walk up there with the ward. We put a sentry down, but it's too far up, like barely out of the range. So that just happened pretty much. And then sucks that it doesn't show my inventory, but I did have a replay of this game actually on a VOD. So if you want to watch it with the actual game commentary, you can do that as well. But anyway, so
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
pretty much we're just hunting the brood. We're protecting our lanes. Well, it's nothing really that important. I'm thinking that right now it's important for us to either like
Radiant's top
gank the
tower's
brood
hurting.
or like at least get control over forest back, because it's really scary when brood takes over your forest. You don't want brood to take over your forest. So like I want to ward it. I'm like, hey, this fucking brood here. Maybe I can black hole him. I thought we didn't have a ward there because the sentries. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna hide and let him go on him. Then I'm gonna black hole. I see the opportunity, go for the hole. We throw the Torrent on top, and we go for this pick. I think we get it. I'm not sure. And this is another situation someone asked me. So I have the black hole, but I steal for the brood. I mean, I know that black hole was gonna expire, but let's say that black hole wasn't gonna expire. I still would steal the spider webs to get the kill. Someone asked about if you had fissure, do I steal another spell or do I use the fissure? I said, you do whatever it takes to secure the advantage. And if I lose, even if I didn't use black hole, if I could kill the guy from range with the spiderlings, I would do so. That's my thought process. So now I'm just going with my build. I like Tranquil Soul Ring. It's up to me. It's up to you, personal preference. Some people like Arcane Urn. I like Soul Ring Tranquil because I run fast and I like having unlimited mana. It's just more fun. I feel like going back to base is annoying. That's just me. I'm like, yeah, I got a spiderling army. I'm gonna do spider things. I can fight the guy with spiders. Let's have fun. So I'm just like trying to farm up a bit. Like you see, I'm not thinking like, oh, I gotta go gank the offlaner right now. I'm not gonna go gank mid. I'm like, I'm gonna get levels. I'm gonna get farm. Just gonna get the map control. That's fine. Fine with me. If they're gonna put themselves in a position for me to gank them, then I'll take it. That's my thought process. If we have a timing that we can abuse, then I'll take that as well. But there's no real timing here. We're kind of just setting up, sitting around, getting our blink on the Earthshaker, Abaddon. We have so I'm in the area here. I still black hole, but it was on cooldown. I thought I could get it. It kind of sucks, but you know I have black hole now, and we're gonna just get out of here, reset, buy more wards. So you see right now, I'm protecting my carry because my carry is in the most vulnerable position. You don't see a single ward in like top lane because we're not playing around top lane. We're playing around securing our carries the advantage. I'm not caring about mid. There's no reason to care about mid anymore. They're not gonna push tier 2. So now they're smoking. We know they're roaching because of my wards. We also know that they would try at some point with the Enigma. So I'm like, smoke. Let's try to avoid the brood by going left instead of running into him because we know the brood's in the forest. And then we're saying, okay, great, you go on first. You're gonna bait. We're gonna fissure. We're gonna use my hole, and we're gonna wipe them at the Roshan. This is what we do here. And then I'm gonna hold on to that even if I die to call down, but I didn't. So I'm gonna stun them even if I die. I don't care if I die. I'm a support. That's fine.
Coming apart.
I'm gonna hold my spell, and then we take the Roshan pretty much. It's a really game-changing fight for us. I have my sentries here ready for the brood. I know that this is a good spot for a sentry ward because it's gonna show where their wards is. It's gonna show where the enemy's at. It's gonna show if brood comes trying over to sneak it. You saw brood got stuck there because we had sentry vision with him, and that's why I always have sentry in my inventory. I always have ob in my inventory. It doesn't matter if there's invis heroes or not. I always have sentry wards to secure the game. I always want to know what they see. I don't want to stand somewhere and feel like they might have a ward here. I want to know for sure. Even if I put a ward in a spot and I see that there's no ward there, I'm like, well, okay, yeah, there's no ward there, but sure, we have knowledge that they don't see us here. That's perfect for us because them not having ward is the same thing as me countering a ward. If they don't see us, it's fine. So right here, I'm just pushing mid. My team's pushing top. I'm kind of like vectoring my creeps up to draw the creeps on the tower so I can do more damage. And I see them coming, but I clicked on the lion to see his blink, and the lion blinked on me first. Unfortunately, while I was clicked on him, so he got the jump, but I got out anyway. And then we take a fight here. I'm like, I'm baiting. Can you guys turn it on me? But they took a fight on the bottom side, so I got picked up here, but it's okay. I mean, they got what they wanted, but ideally they would have turned that for me. So I was like putting myself in that position, but it's fine because it starts all of this. It starts this madness. This whole time I'm dead. I'm not gonna buy out because you don't just buy out for some petty fight. You want to buy out for something game changing. If you get triple kills, if you get Roshan, if you can defend the base. That's that. So I'm just looking at my team. I'm like, guys, this is a Roshan timer. Spamming the Roshan timer. Like, guys, this one Roshan can respawn. Guys, this is when Hole's down. Guys, Hole is up right now. I told him for the fight. I was like, guys, I'm gonna go secure jungle right now. So I'm like putting sentries to make sure that brood's gonna be like fucked up. I want to make sure he's seen. I just come take spells, whatever. Like this is what I'm doing. I'm farming. I don't need to be top. Like my teammates are top. They have the tower already. There's no point for me to be there. I'm not stressed about putting wards there either because I don't see ourselves playing there. So now look, we see them. I'm pinging the guy. I clicked on the line. And you don't see it, but I clicked on the line. I saw it where I'm playing. Hey, that line probably warded up there because he walked that path. So we're gonna counter that later. But I said it's too dangerous right now. We don't know where they are. I think my Earthshaker was telling me that he's close to blink or something. He might even have it. Yeah, he's saying that. He's saying that smoke. Yeah, that's what it is. We smoke after them. We don't really have a place to go though, so it's kind of worthless. But we're like, let's just run to our Lina. Let's run to our Lina. And Lina's like feeling very confident, so that's how it goes. We find a pick on the way, take him out, and then we're like, okay, Gyro's down. Let's put some pressure on the base. I said, someone defend bottom for Brood. We don't want to lose the tower for free. So we're putting some pressure on the base. This is something I do.
Dire's top tower.
I'm saying,
the drill.
Let's back up when Gyro's almost
Dire's
up because you don't
top
want to be
tower's
there.
getting beat down.
So with like, oh, we can finish. We have Abaddon's first. Like, okay, and then we're like, okay, we can't do it for the melee. We can't do it for the melee. Back up. That's too much of a thought process. I buy more wards. Get my next item progression. Running around, I push out the waves where I can. Because, like I said, when you push waves, you see heroes. It's the same thing as wards. If you push waves in, you know where they are. We found the ward at last that I pointed out before. And now pretty much like we don't feel a lot of pressure on us. We feel like they're falling off. We feel like we can outgank them. We feel like we can have more map control than them. We're gonna get more farm on our heroes, so we don't feel really pressured to push. We're just like looking for opportunities to take them out. What else? I'm just gonna fast forward. This part's not that interesting. So I put this ward up here to find the Brood maybe, but it doesn't work. It's still a good ward anyway because Broods like to hide in the side.
Yes.
I use my call down before it's almost dead. I see mid's getting going on. I come in. I'm saying, guys, I'm coming. Coming for the fights.
Dire's bottom tower.
Let's force that few crit.
Like that should make you feel
Pick up
right
the Brood. I'm stealing spells. I'm like, okay, this fight's screwed up.
The Dire
I'll do it.
Do something about that bottom tower. Dire's bottom tower.
Try to do a juke, blink, 5 more wards. I drop my TP for the wards because I don't think. I think it's a little bit more important. Right now, I'm like TPing and there's no place for me to TP anyway. This is an advanced play. I probably wouldn't recommend not having a TP. You have to really understand what's going on. But anyway, like you see, I'm taking the space. Like I don't care. I'm support, yeah, but I'm gonna take the farm if I can take it. It doesn't matter to me. And I'm saying, I guess you can't come in bottom. Okay, me and Crit are like gonna pressure. I'm saying, I'm gonna put a word up here so you can see what you're dealing with. And you said, okay, good. And I'm sitting here to support my guy. I'm making sure that I'm going to force him out. Blink in for the steal. I think it's worth it. Force out. Now I have Sonic Wave. Then I'm going for the Ags. It's pretty standard item progression. See if we can skip ahead. I don't want to skip ahead because it crashes the thing.
Regeneration.
Let me see. So right now we have really a lot of map control. And I'm telling my mid Abaddon that Roche is gonna spawn soon and that he shouldn't get caught. So all this time I'm spamming it. Just casting my spells, and then we get the team wipe off of this. So it's like, see, we're doing more work like by kind of revolving around each other, and I'm not like gonna look for them as much. I'm letting them make the mistakes for me to capitalize on it. When we capitalize on that, we go for the push, and I think we should be able to get it.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
I forgot if we have to take this. Oh, this is a
bottom tower's getting the business.
Yeah, we're high grounding because Enigma is down, no hole,
the
Bruce
Dire
down.
gave up a bottom tower.
I'm gonna blink in and seal spell. I wanted call down. I think I got it. Yeah. I'm saying that okay. let's not fight anymore. They have 5. Let's back off. And they're like, okay. And then my Abaddon's like doing some shit. So we help him. That's Jubei, by the way. If you guys know about Jubei. They fight. Steal the shit.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
So I'm staying out of the team fight. I'm not like, you see I have spells up, but they have BKBs. I'm waiting these BKBs out. I'm not gonna fight till their BKBs are gone. I'm just kiting them away. I'm making sure that I can cast my spells continually. I'm not overkitting myself to die. Then I come in when it's opportunistic. I look at the situation, evaluate if it's good for me or not. If it's not good for me, I'm not gonna go blink and pale to save someone who's dead.
Invisibility.
No, we're just going for the retreat. So a big important thing about support is that you want to watch your position, especially. I juked that guy there. But anyway, you want to watch your position, especially because you want to cast your spells repeatedly. Support is synonymous with spell casting. You want to be able to cast spells. It's if you cast one set of spells and you die, you're failing your job as support typically, unless you have a game-changing ability like Epicenter or Echo Slam or something like that. You definitely want to abuse it. So right now I'm like, man, we just do the game. Roche is kind of up. It's like, oh, it's okay. They're kind of low HP. They can't do it. So I'm like, being vigilant about Roche, and I know that some of the heroes are low. I'm looking for plays. I see him. I'm gonna blink, throw him on the cliff, so that he can't Roche, and then try to escape. So right now, I'm like, oh shit. I'm gonna try to steal a spell like Hex or Impale, but he freaking mana drains me. Having issues, just go for Juke because this is my one play out, blink out, and then we're good. And then now I'm creating space for my team because Gyro was cliffed. They can't Roshan. Then my team is gonna respawn. Right now I'm like, guys, Roshan's up. Can we group up? Like, yes, we can group. So we're pushing out. The waves are looking like, is Roshan up? Yes. So we're evaluating like, should we Roshan? Should we push out the waves? I'm like, let's push out the waves first. We don't know where they are. They can like throw cold down in Black Hole and Sonic Wave and stuff. So I'm like, okay, let's back up. I need to get wards too, and I sell my stick for the wards. You see, I always want to have wards. If I don't have a slot for wards, I make slots for wards because wards win team fights. When you take a team fight, you want to drop a ward. So I go back for the wards. I think it's that important. Here's the team fight. I'm watching. I'm baiting. I'm looking for my situation. What I can do as a support here. How do I team fight? I'm gonna save this guy from the Hex and Pale because I think I want to save my cores from the abilities. And then I back off. You see, I back off immediately. I'm not like looking. I'm being patient. And then we go back in. If there was another position where I could get in and then get a nice spell cast combo off, I would do it. But there was none, so it's fine. But I'm alive, right?
5 in a row.
Abaddon dies, whatever. I'm here with my team, picking him up before he can black hole, sticking him down. I'm saying, watch out for Brood. I see the Brood coming. I force that from the Broodlings. Brood's coming in here. I ping it. I'm gonna steal a spell. I got webs, unfortunately, but it's fine. And then we take the fight. So now I'm setting up webs like in a position where if they come for a Roshan, like I'm gonna be ready to do some like weird brood mother shit. It's just a play, right? So then
Radiant's mid tower.
We don't feel like we can necessarily do Roshan, so we think like Rex is better right now. So we're like, okay, let's go Rex. We threw the fight. It's fine, whatever.
Radiant's mid tower.